Okay, guys. Ah! Loud. Alright. Alright, guys. Let's do my thesis together. My thesis, we do it together. Alright? And I will acknowledge you at the end of my thesis. I promise you. If you were not with me, I wouldn't do that. I'm sure. It doesn't mean if you are with me, we will finish it. Who knows? Alright, I want to add one paragraph here for myself. First of all, let me check something very quickly. Alright, let's do all of them together. One step at a time, we will do them all together. Okay, I want to say... Okay, what happened last week? Well, I'm taking my model forward and everything, but I had a talk with Munzer the other time, and I asked him, how can I find a job after graduating from my PhD? I'm worried, like, to be honest, I cannot find an internship. I tried twice, like this year and the year before. I couldn't find an internship there. You know everything, right? They ask for coding, so I want to find a job that is related to work I do. And I had this talk with Munzer. Munzer said, look, a lot of these companies are looking for people who know, for example, have a certain kind of skills, like coding, like machine learning. And if you want to get these jobs, you better know these skills, which is true, right? So I'm learning these skills, but at the same time, it will be very nice if my life is more efficient, the work I do right now. Okay, as I told you before, I don't want to be just a programmer. I like the idea that the thing I do in my PhD, in my thesis, I can continue in the same area, in the same field, in the job I want to do in the future. I don't want to say, okay, I did my PhD, completely forget it and start a new job from the beginning. I don't like that. So I try to at least have make my PhD thesis related to what I want to do in the future as my job, or want to find a job that is related to my PhD studies, because I like my PhD studies. I think they're important questions, and they're interesting, like user behavior on platforms, ad market, auctions, game theory. I like this stuff. I don't want to be a programmer, just a programmer. Yeah, if I am doing some job related to the things I like, right? Like game theory, like applied science, applied with the emphasis on applied. Yeah, if that job requires me knowing some coding, I love to learn coding. If that job requires me to know some machine learning, yeah, for sure, I will do that. I look at machine learning or coding as a tool that is just necessary for doing that job, and I will do it. But I don't like the idea that, okay, I did this 5 years of my life, even more, like in my undergrad, my research was also related. And I put all of them aside and start a job that is completely unrelated. Well, I hope this is my last option, right? I don't want it to be my first option. I want to at least try to find a job that is related to my study. I want, okay, if I tried my best, if I tried to connect to everybody who has some connection to these companies and can say, yo, this Amir guy, maybe he's not perfect in coding, he's not the best coder, but he has some knowledge that is more related to your work. So his coding is like, I don't know, 80%, it's not 100%, but he has some other knowledge that is more useful, and you can, when you look at them together, he's a much better person for your company or for that position compared to another person who just is good at coding or machine learning. All right. So, yeah, I want to try my best to connect to those positions, to show them that, oh, I'm here. Don't go just hire a coding person, programmer, just because he's a programmer. I want to connect to those positions, like Amazon, the sponsorship, buying the sponsorship, buying the product, ranking on Amazon, the ranking algorithm in Amazon, the economic aspect of that ranking algorithm, the recommender system, I want to connect like Spotify, like YouTube, like Google. I want to connect to those positions. I prefer, so I think I should try my best first. That's my best option. My least favorite, if I tried my best, I couldn't connect, I couldn't find those positions, I couldn't tell them I am here, or I told them I am here, and they said, yo, you are here, but we don't care about you. Actually, we think your research sucks. Okay, that's fine. I say, all right, I did my best. I tried to connect to those people, but now it is, they saw me. Even I tried to learn coding and machine learning, and I had this extra knowledge. Even then they said, okay, you are not a good fit. Then I say, okay, fuck that, I will go find a job that is just coding and machine learning, because this knowledge of game theory has no value, or it's not useful to anyone. Then I can be happy with myself that, okay, I did my best, I at least took some action, but other people didn't want it, just that is, and I couldn't do better. But if right now I just say, okay, these companies want these skills, they do not care about my research. Okay, I don't like this, right? I agree, companies like these skills, and I will learn them, but I want to do something related to my research. I don't want to put it aside, all of it. So, by the way, if right now, without trying to do that, I just go and learn those skills to get a job, I think that is stupid. Like those companies, if a company hires you like that, it's just stupid working for that company, because that company doesn't value you as a person, because your PhD study is really part of who you are. You spend 5 years of your life thinking about a specific area of research, and that company says, I don't care about your past, you just want you to know this coding and machine learning. Then that company that hires you, then the same company can easily replace you with another person who knows just coding and programming, because you have no edge there. That company is just looking for a worker, hard-working person. He doesn't care about your thoughts, he doesn't care about who you are. So I try my best to connect with companies, with job positions that match my skills, match my interest, right? Coding is not, to be honest, is not my interest. It is to my interest as long as it helps me get the job related to the positions I want. Okay, I'm repeating myself. So, okay, I said all of this. I had a talk with Monzer. So Monzer told me learn these skills, but learning these skills is not enough. I wanna, okay. Let me write this stuff down. So require skills like machine learning and coding, right? So I want to write it down. Next time I just come read it instead of, oh, again giving you a speech. I mean, but I want, yeah, I also had conversation with other people about like getting internship, my friends who were in like big companies like Google, and they also told me, yo, you need to learn these skills, coding and machine learning and everything. Then they talk to you, then your resume, they will look at your resume and say, okay, give him a chance to talk about his interest as well. But if you don't have those skills, they won't give you a chance. I will learn these skills, but I want to connect to my fill the area of interest where I have an edge, right? So, okay, all of it. I try to find them. So that's it. I'm trying to find them. That is my mission. And I will find them. Dude, this is easy. It's not difficult. These people are there. They are doing these studies in Amazon. The only problem is that I don't have access to them right now. I don't know them right now. So our mission is today, for today especially, is, so our mission is, it is easy, dude. It is not difficult. You just want to find some people who are working in like a big tech company working with a recommender system, and they kind of monetize the company through that recommender system. It's not very difficult to find them. So our mission is, and for now it seems that we don't have those connections. Now we don't have those connections. What do you do when you don't have connection? Okay, you don't have connection, it's not bad. It's normal. You want to start a new area of work, you don't have connection, you don't know anybody. You go make connection. That's simple. That's simple. You go ask people, oh, yo, you work there. I like to work in this field. Let's have a talk. That's it. You just go make connection. You reach out to people. So today's mission is just reaching out to people who are close to this Amazon guy or Google guy or whoever, and try to find out if we can they says my project interested to them, or if they have any idea on what we are doing, and they say, okay, you better look at this problem, that's it. Alright, so we are going to reach out to people. That's it. Um, So we don't have any connection right now to Amazon or anybody. We want to find them. So who are on the list of the people we want to reach out? I have a list. I do have a list. Let me tell you. Okay. Demetrius, my friend. Well, he's a works in finance. He's a quant researcher position. he helped me. He gave me some books. I like to show him my work, um, and see what is his idea about it. I texted him already. Um, Another friend I have from Google. It's a good idea. My supervisor in 2 years ago, it was 2 years ago, I guess, when I was in Clubhouse, my supervisor, last time I contacted him, he was in Spotify. So Spotify is also interesting. It's a recommender system. I like to reach out to him too. Also, Monzar knows him. Monzar can help me contact him. Negin, we read her paper. I also had a meeting with her. A lot of her students go have internship in Microsoft or Amazon. We can ask her how she made connection with Amazon and if she can help us with that. Another let me open this. Okay, so we have this like Science Hub, MIT, College of Computing, and Amazon, right? Control Shift. We talked about it before. So there are a lot of people in Amazon. Okay, this like Navid. He had a presentation once in our group meeting. Societal networks. Societal networks, right? So he had a presentation in our group meeting. Monzer knows him. We can reach out to him and ask him if he can help us. I don't know any of these. I can actually show this list to Monzer. Okay, Negin, we had a talk. I can ask her again. I want. Do you have this? Yes. Okay. Well, okay. The thing with Negin was that she told me she stopped. She doesn't have a project with Amazon right now. So this page is not updated, but she definitely knows people. Devabrad is Monzer's friend. I can ask him too. He was also my RQE head chair of committee, something like that. So I can ask him too. I also know her, his assistant. Like his assistant is Shiloh. Is so nice. If she wasn't there, like I couldn't schedule my RQE. I won't ask her because Sixian Yu, I applied for for TA-ship with her, but she didn't reply back to me. Okay, she asked me some questions. I didn't know them at the time. I was not ready for being asked questions, and so it didn't work. I didn't know when you apply for TA-ship, they ask you questions, by the way. They expect you know the course material right away. Well, I had their course 3-4 years ago, I can read them again and remember, like, recall them, but not right now. You want me on the spot to know them. So okay, we have them. Also, on like making my thesis more experimental, gathering data set. Um, Let me see if anyway. So I had a presentation last week in the group meeting. Some of the group mates said there are interesting data sets. I can go and find them. That's it. That's my list for now. And let's keep the list simple. Hopefully we will find the connection from the people we already know. Otherwise we can explore more people. Nothing can stop us. What do I want? Yes. I want to have a talk with Mardovic first. He's a PI in our group. He always helpful. I will like ask him if like, oh, how should I do my research here and there once in a while. And he helps. Actually, today we also have group meeting, so I can email him. It's just like a head up, and then once I meet him, I can talk. So yeah, let's email Mardovic first. He can help us find these people easier. How to talk to them, you know. I'm terrible. I'm terrible talking to people. So I'm not terrible, to be honest. But it's always good to ask someone who has more experience. Bing, bing, bing. What should be the subject? To be honest, subject doesn't matter. Well, what is this? Yeah, well, in my presentation last week, I also mentioned that I want to get in connection with people who have data sets, who are doing things that is related to my thesis. So, what should be the subject? I say meeting. Yeah, I want to meet him and tell him what's up. I'm on the beach. And, I'm on the beach. Can we have a meeting this week? That's it. Dude, by the way, Grammarly is being too picky. Now he's just, it is, not he's, it is like underlining everything. Do you have a time for a meeting? He's just saying, oh, there is a premium suggestion that is even better. Fuck you. It's a good sentence. Don't make me, what is the opposite? Insecure about my writing. Do you have time for a meeting? Yeah. Fuck you, purple underline. For my new project, I want to connect everything. search. What is it? Amazon, Google search, all of these companies. All right. You can help me. With, By the way, tomorrow I have PT. Yesterday I went to kickboxing. I got some kicks here, but they were not like some people because they were just practicing combos. It was not a sparring. I didn't join the sparring, but last night I actually was happy I didn't join because I felt some like very slight feelings on my shin. Like you go there, everybody encourages you to join the sparring because they're nice. They want you to get better in the kickboxing. But the thing is that they don't know that my situation is different. I'm not normal. I have to take care of my sciatica. I was in injury for 4 months. I don't want to get back there right away. So I'm responsible to keep myself safe and take it slow. Dude, Grammarly is fucking stupid because I can just ask Chat GPT for it. You dumb fuck. You think what is the difference? Fuck you, Grammarly. Fuck you, Chat GPT too. Fuck you, I just send them like they. Okay, my own email was the best. really sending an email should not take this long. Dude. How much time should an email take, bro? It just is, you know what is wrong? It is email. If it was like WhatsApp, you could send a voice, hey bro, can you help? Just, we need to send voice to each other. Or even video. We should call each other. Email makes it weird. Okay, now I wanna send email to my lab mates for the data set. So let me see. So we wanna find this fake Spotify data set. Oh, we have Spotify research. Expedia data sets. Kaggle. Oh, it was Kaggle. Because another friend told me also about the data set. Expedia hotel recommendations. We can just search. I didn't know that. So I don't need to send this email actually. They told me, okay, it's here. Let me open it with you. Okay, even if you find the data sets, I still prefer to find the people who work in Amazon. Dataset is amazing. It can make our research related, but well, it is a very good step to make a more related research. But finding people who work in Amazon or Google and they can give us the right questions is far more interesting, and yes, it is more interesting. And also helps me better with finding a job in the future. So Spotify is expected it. That's enough. We have data set. What else? Like YouTube or TikTok? No, I don't like TikTok. I like we have friends. So we have Google research too. Okay, what are our main goals? Microsoft research, Google research. So this is about videos. So we can download the data set. That's great. That's fucking great, dude. Dude, honestly, we are living in the best era. Like, okay, I found something and I'm just happy again. But that's true. You just search the data set and they give it to you. Like, okay, let's set them. Well, Expedia, we know there is a paper already on it, but I'm more interested in going for bigger companies. You know, I like to go for Amazon, Google. No, I don't want to go for Spotify. Well, as long as if there is this hope that I can work for Amazon. By the way, I don't work for Amazon. I work with Amazon. That's super important. Fuck, I'm not your fucking. I may work for you for 2 years, but after 2 years, I will start my own startup. I don't know, my company. I will buy Amazon, motherfuckers. I need to stop sharing with you so I can write down what I want to do. One. Go to overlay. My thesis. and for the things I want to do next time, where are they? My model. No, okay, it's here. Actions. Let's go there. That's it. We did it. Okay, we had the talk concern, job concern. Woo! I made it. Woo! Guys, I finally had the conversation about my job concern, and now I have no concern about that anymore, and I can put my concern on some next step. We went one step forward, guys. Shit. Okay. So actions we want to take first. Item. Talk with Mardovic, contacting Diego, Dimitris, Nikki, and Navid, and that's it. Second one is item studying data sets from Expedia, YouTube, Amazon is the best, and there was one other one here too, Spotify. And just four of them. Four of them is enough. Four of them is too many. 4 things is too many things. 2 is the best. So that is our task for the future coming. So it has been an hour so far. Well, we contacted Mardovic and we found those data sets. That's good. Yeah. Let's take a walk. Not sit down all the time. Price. I think Amazon is like best, even if it is not. Expedia is nice. I like Expedia. How can I? Guys, you should look up. Let's see how Expedia is. I'm here, guys. Just I don't have my head. That's what it is. My heart is with you. So let's go. Actually, you know what will be fun? They reimburse us for a trip, so we have this experience of Expedia fully. Let's look at the website and see how it is. So they have some suggestions, categories, and then some last minute weekend deals. Montreal, Washington, Orlando, Vegas, Vegans, Vegas. Where is this? Punta Cana. Damn, I wanna go there. Okay, let's not get distracted. And so they have like off prices, explore these unique stays. Wow, $1,300 per night. Spread. It's how much you pay rent per month as a student. Actually, a bit more. But I don't see any. Let's say a hotel in fucking not New York. Austin. I want to go to Austin, Texas. I haven't been there. And what are the dates? That's good. Search. So they have ratings, which is 9.9, fully refundable, reserve now, pay later. Oh, okay. They have this ad tag here, so they are promoted. They have the prices, they have the rating. And what else? Cool. So those are like the things that they want to show in like first look. Then they don't have ad. What is this like sign? Oh, you can save them. Okay. And excellent based on rating and the price. So we have the rating, we have the price, and we have the sponsorship. Actually, Expedia is a good match for my Model 2. VIP access tag. This one is again ad. It's up here. Even though it has excellent rating, it needs to have ad tag to be here. Again, ad. By the way, if you can see those ads, and sometimes these ad ones are repeated. That was my experience with Amazon. Ad. So they mix it. They bring them up. Oh, okay. Like 234, wonderful, but 234. So it's not just the rating. How many people leave rating also matters. Look, this guy is very good. That's a good thing. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. pretty cool data set. Expedia is an interesting farm for sure. Amazon data set. Oh, okay, that is that. Alright. I also want to watch one video on YouTube.
Time to level up and start your business on Shopify, the platform made for commerce, with business lending solutions designed to fuel your growth. From first sale.
If your profit is going to PPC instead of your pocket, then you're going to want to watch this one. Now, this problem actually begins when trying to rank a product. When you're looking to rank a product on Amazon.
This sponsorship.
Search volume. Search volume is something I see sellers focus on way too much. In fact, today I'm going to explain how search is. Then you're going to want to watch this one. Now, this problem actually begins when trying to rank a product. When you're looking to rank a product on Amazon, this is going to involve keyword research. You're soon going to come across a term called search volume. Search volume is something I see sellers focus on way too much. In fact, today I'm going to explain how search volume could actually be destroying your profits. Here's a nutshell example. Let's say a customer recently moved house and she's looking to purchase an organizer that she can hook onto the back of her pantry door. So she heads over to Amazon, and like thousands of other customers, she lazily types pantry and selects pantry organizer. And this has a search volume of over 45,000 searches a month. But then she sees this results page. So we know what she's looking for, but these are the products that she sees. And my question for you is she going to stay here? Is she going to stay on this page? No, because the products just aren't relevant enough. So what she's going to do is scroll back to the top and she's going to refine her search further. She's going to click here and take a look at the autocomplete. She might even click this one, pantry organizer door, or she might even type at this point over the door. Autocomplete luckily here. Then when moving through this, she sees relevant results. She's now looking at a good consideration set. She knows she's in the right place, and this is where she's going to make her purchase. The major difference here is that this term here has a search volume of 68 searches a month, although that is where the purchase is going to be made. Now the problem is that sellers generally want to rank everywhere, especially where there is high search volume, and so they target both. They run ads on both. So they're running ads on pantry organizer, big volume keyword, but they're soon frustrated that their product is not organically ranking there, and their terrible ad performance is eating all of their profits. So in this video, I hope to help you either completely altogether avoid this problem or alleviate it. Now, when clicking the like button, doing your keyword research, you're going to see thousands of keywords for your product. For Pantry Organizer here, we have almost 10,000 keywords, but out of all of those, I'm going to show you today why only around 10 of them really matter. And of course, I will show you how to find them for your product. Now, for this one to make sense, I have to start with 3 quick questions. Number 1, what is the single goal of doing all your keyword research, adding those keywords to your listing and running PPC? It is to organically rank your product towards the top of page 1 for each.
That is very nice. Yeah, organically. Makes sense. Once you find your consumers, you're organically on the top. So actually, it's a good idea to add to my thesis. Is it the presentation or thesis? So then I want to say yeah, that's a good one too. Let's add it here somewhere. Price one is price, right? Price. Finding your target consumer, which is called targeting, right? I don't want my ad to be shown to the people who are not interested in the product. This is a problem a lot of firms have. Their products is shown, but it's shown to unrelated people. So they are paying for the ad, but nobody buys them because they are being shown to the wrong people. That's actually where data market can be useful. It has some trade-off with privacy, but if as a consumer you share with them what you like, they show you the ads that you like. 2, finding your target consumer, targeting. 2, entering platform. Market share of each firm, strategies to go up the ranking.
Of those keywords. Why? Well, as opposed to your sponsored listing, if you're running PPC, kind of paying to be there, paying per click, your organic listing is the only one that's going to bring you sales at full profit. Cool. So we know once we're organically ranking there, we're making good money. The second question, how do you rank your product at the top of page 1?
That's completely true, because if you are organically at it, first of all, if you go on Amazon, first row is always sponsored products. So they don't care if I have Amazon here. I hope I don't need to sign in. Right? So last time I searched standing desk, Stanley Cup, standing. Right? First row, they're all sponsored. There is no hope to be on the first row without paying sponsorship, right? And even if you are naturally ranked, means like you are the best. Okay, what is the first naturally ranked? This is this product, right? Or maybe one of these products. But look at the popular brand on Amazon. Popular brand pick, it's here. And it's not on the top. So if you are the popular one with the current strategy they have, they don't put you on the top. So you must be second or third favorite to be on the top. That is funny.
1. You need 2 things. First, a relevant listing. This is very easy because we simply add our keywords from our keyword research to the listing. But 2, you need conversion. Specifically, you need to out-convert or outsell the other competitors on that page, because generally the product in the first position organically is the one making the most sales after customers type in this keyword. The one in second organic position making the second highest number of sales here, and so on. So we need to try and outsell them. And if you put those two together, it makes sense, because Amazon can then say, cool, we're showing a relevant listing which is very likely to convert after customers type this in. That is how the rankings are ordered organically. The third and final question, which keywords provide me the best chance of organically ranking my product toward the top of page 1? And I'm going to answer that exact question in this video. Let's begin. We're doing this very differently, actually as per a strategy by Sellerize. You might remember this tool from automating the request a review button a while ago. But within this dashboard, we have multiple keyword options. We're going to choose keyword hunter. We're going to type in a term just describing our product here. This is going to allow us to generate a whole lot of keywords from that base keyword. Over-the-door pantry organizer is a relevant, quite high search volume term describing this. So this will be our base keyword and we're going to search. Now, very differently to other tools, we don't see 10,000 keywords here. We see 172 within the semantic core. The semantic core keywords are the keywords, the only keywords actually driving sales. That is what this is showing you. So it's not showing you the other keywords which have almost no volume or that have no sales. There's also average market availability. This will make much more sense as we go through this, but is very important. We're going to scroll down here. We see the 172 keywords listed here, multiple columns, and in fact, once you download this, which is the next step, you get even more data. So we're going to download reports. Now I've just dropped this into a Google Sheet, but you can see we have all of our 172 keywords in here and all of these columns. Now the most important we are focusing on today, first of all, conversion. Of course, we want keywords that convert and bring sales. Otherwise, there's no point spending on them or trying to rank on them. So conversion over the last 30 days, you can see this for each keyword. And if you're unaware, that just means if 100 people click onto the listing and 10 of them actually buy, that would be a 10% conversion rate. And we're actually going to look for keywords with a conversion rate over 15% here. So what I'm going to do is actually highlight conversion rate column. I'm going to add a filter to this column, and then I'm going to filter by a condition, and that condition is that it's greater or equal to, and I'm going to put 14 just so we capture those just under 15%. And then I'm going to click OK. Once I do this, it is actually going to remove all of those below 14% conversion rate. And there we go.
A CRM shouldn't weigh your budget down.
Secondly, here you can see total sales. Now these are all of the sales made on this keyword. So after a customer typed in that keyword, how many sales did it make in the past month? We can then see top 1, top 2, and top 3 sales, and these relate to our top competitors. So the competitor ranking in the first organic position for Pantry Door Organizer made 139 sales on that keyword in the last 30 days. Then for the second organic ranker, third organic ranker. But then you're going to see other sales. This is the crux here. This relates to all the other sales made in this market for that keyword, excluding those top 3 positions. Okay, so that's a really important part of this to understand.
Isn't it funny? Like Amazon is... Oh, sellers should pay Amazon even for this kind of data on the whole system so that they can game Amazon system. Oh my god, this is definitely should be part of the project. Keyword Hunter. Which makes sense, right? It's a good thing, I say. Amazon is trying to give this data to the sellers, right? And so that they can find the related consumer easier. The thing is that Amazon gives this information to all of the firms, and in a sense it doesn't help them. Because they all have access to this data. Well, okay, it helps them, right? It helps. It removes unnecessary competition. Right? So, like, let's assume we have desks which are like normal desks, they are not very tall, and we have a standing desk, right? So for the desk, if a consumer goes and searches desk or something like that, all the people who are selling desk, normal desk, and the ones who are selling standing desk, they will be all shown together. So maybe it's not beneficial for a standing desk to compete with a normal desk. But once they add the keyword standing desk, now they are competing in a more specific market. They're all competing against other standing desk firms. So in a sense, the odds of them being seen increases. It just helps the targeting, which is good, So this information by Amazon is really helpful and removes unnecessary competition. If I am selling unnecessary, if I am selling a standing desk, I don't want to be like lost or bit among these other normal desk products. I want to stand out. But okay, the only company, still other, okay, it clears this like ambiguity up to a level. Then you have only competition with the standing desk, which is good, which is far better. Competition. Interesting thing is that Amazon charge subscriptions. Like Amazon is just asking for money for everything. Like they are all interesting data markets. Damn dog. And if you don't pay, your rival pays, they get it. The only thing that is interesting is that, well, you as a firm, you don't need, to be honest, once you are on Amazon, something that Amazon is leveraging, well, it is very unique to Amazon and Expedia maybe, is that they know that there are rivals on the platform, and as I shown in my previous papers, once there is externality and there is competition, platforms can take advantage of it and get more money out of the firms. It doesn't mean that firms are losing, but the more competition, platform can make more money. The thing with Amazon is that as a firm, I can always see what other firms are doing. I can search the product and they are seen on the same list. Okay, I see that products near, close to me, next to me in the ranking, what they are doing. So I don't need to pay for the keywords. I just see what they are doing and maybe a minor change, super minor change, and I don't need to pay for the subscription fee, to be honest. Because at the end what matters is the competition between us on the ranking. Or they are paying for the sponsorship, that makes sense. If they are paying for the sponsorship and they are going up the list, that is, first of all, that is not an like completely contrary to what he was saying. That is not an organic ranking, right? That is not an organic ranking. If they are paying for a sponsorship, that's not. But if we are trying our best to get our organic ranking, keywords should not matter much because I can just copy the keywords of other companies without needing to buy sponsorship from Amazon. Especially here because I can see my rivals' actions. If it was something else that I couldn't see my rivals' actions, that would be more difficult. Oh, what keywords you? What are other companies doing? I don't know. But here on Amazon, you can see them. I had a good idea. Oh, the other thing was this keyword thing and organic ranking. Once your rival does it, you can do it too. So it's not a big issue. Oh, fuck, my legs are hurting. That's a smart move.
So you got our top 3 positions individually listed here, and everyone else is listed under other sales. Why this is so critical is because you don't want to enter a market where customers just choose one of those top 3. You want to see more other sales. Therefore, you have an other sales percentage. What this tells you is of all the sales made in this market for this keyword after customers type that in, how many of them go to everyone other than the top 3 organic positions? And you want this number to be higher, because as you're trying to rank there, you're going to be below the top 3 organic positions. And so you want more sales happening below those top 3 positions so that you can move up on that results page. And so the second thing we're going to do, we're going to highlight the other sales percentage column here, and we're actually going to order this Z to A, which is going to put the highest at the top, and we are going to remove any keywords below a 30% other sales percentage here. And what that would indicate is that only 30% or less of the sales happen with everyone else on that page. The other 70% others top. We're going to order this Z to A, which is going to put the highest at the top, and we are going to remove any keywords below a 30% other sales percentage here. And what that would indicate is that only 30% or less of the sales happen with everyone else on that page. The other 70% is happening with the top 3 sellers there. So we definitely
Fucking
want
look at his biceps, dude. He's massive.
higher than that. So we're just selecting everything from the bottom up to 30%, and we're actually just going to delete. Now we have a list of actually 36 keywords here. Quick correction, it's actually just 25 keywords in here. Some of the rows were a bit odd, but already we have moved from 172 keywords, which do make sales by the way, down to 25. Also, these top 3 hardly make any sales at all. So you can see 3 sales each in 30 days. So we're going to delete those as well. And we're down to 22 keywords now. And just before we move on, I want to show you a bit of a comparison here. So you can see these are essentially the kind of worst keywords, if you will. We've got search volume that's very high on these, and that makes it very attractive to a lot of sellers. But you can see conversion rates are very low. That means even if you spend all the money to rank there, because of course they're also much more competitive generally, your conversion rate is going to be low because the conversion rate on average is much lower here. Additionally, you might target something which has an other sales percentage that's very low, where all the sales are really happening with those top 3 sellers. So that is what we're really filtering out here. And yes, we are losing some of our high search volume keywords here. Lastly, within this step, you want to remove any irrelevant terms. For example here, bathroom door organizer. That is not what we are looking to sell. It's not what we're selling. We're not going to target it in case someone chooses to buy our pantry door organizer for a bathroom. That's exactly what leads to very difficult, frustrating PPC spend and ranking experiences. We are sticking with what is very targeted, converts, and has a good other sales percentage for our product. And I'm just going to do this for a few others. But now we have our top 18 keywords here. These are relevant as far as I can tell. I will show you another check we're going to do at the end to make sure of that. They have a decent conversion and good other sales percentage. Then in blue, I've just added averages. So I've averaged the conversion percentage for our top 18. It is 23%. That's the average conversion rate. So once customers are on the listing, on average, out of 100 of them that click onto it, 23 do buy. That is high, and higher is better. Total sales, so for all of these keywords combined over 30 days is just over 10,000 sales, so still significant. You can also see the totals for each of the top 3 sellers, and this is a good indication as well that it's worth trying to rank here, because once we do get towards the top, we can make significant sales volumes here. And other sales, so excluding the top 3, the rest of the market, 5,300, still good. Lastly, other sales percentage. So excluding the top 3 sellers on these keywords, on average, how much does the rest of the market make as a percentage in terms of all the sales made? And on average here, it's 51.2%, which is good. It means at least half of the sales are going to the sellers lower down on page 1 rather than those just at the top.
What is Amazon FBA? That's a great question.
Cool, so that concludes the first step of this process, and we have our very best keywords from Keyword Hunter. The next check's just to make sure we've got all of the keywords. So back on Keyword Hunter here, you're just going to move down, and instead of looking at the semantic core, we're going to look at related products. Now these show your competitors for these keywords, and they're ordered by total reporting days here, which is very good because we want to, for this check, when we're checking keyword history, which keywords they've made sales for, we want the ones that have been there the longest. So for this check, I'm going to use the top 5, but all you want to do is number 1, click on the title. This will take you to Amazon where you can ensure, okay, that is the product I'm selling. That's very important. And secondly, for your group of 5 to 10 competitors here, you're then going to click on their ASIN. Once you click this, it's actually going to open Keyword Read Ranker, and it's now collecting all the keywords that this product performs well for. Again, this uses a semantic core approach, and you guys know if you've watched my older PPC series, I like simple, like keeping it very narrow and focused. So I like this approach, but if we scroll down, we're going to again see all of these keywords with very similar fields here. On each of your competitors, you are then going to download the report at the top here. Once downloaded, you can use this in Excel or Google Sheets. I'm using Google Sheets here, and you're going to add all of those to the same Google Sheet. So you can see I've got over 2,000 keywords in here, but this is for 5 competitors. So I've just pasted, gone back, done the same thing, pasted again. I just deleted a couple extra columns, but other than that, it matches exactly the same columns we went through at the beginning of this video. Then similarly to before, select your conversion column. We're going to add a filter here, and once again, by condition, we're going to remove those that are smaller than 14% conversion rate. Then on our other sales percentage, we're going to sort this Z to A, and of course, remove all of those that are below 30%. So from the bottom up to here is going, and that leaves us with far fewer keywords here. Similarly to before, these ones hardly make any sales at all, so we are going to remove them. Lastly, remember this is from multiple competitors, each of whom are trying to rank on the same keyword, so you can see there are many duplicates, so we need to remove those. To do this, I'm going to click Ctrl A to select all, click Data Cleanup, remove duplicates. Here I'm going to click data has a header row because we do with conversion, etc. And then I'm not going to select all, I'm just going to select column A, which is our keyword. That's where we want to remove the duplicates, and click remove duplicates. And we removed 94 duplicates. 203 unique rows remain. And this actually isn't 203 keywords, by the way. You can see if we just pasted in a new sheet so the rows are accurate, we actually have 52 keywords in here because it is like it's not great. So the next step is just to put them all together. So we have our first ones, remember we gathered from Keyword Hunter off our base keyword, and we have our ones from our 5 competitors here. Put them all together in one sheet. Just done that here, separated by a space. So initial search at the top, competitors at the bottom. And here, of course, we're going to Control A, and once again, data cleanup, remove duplicates. We're going to have a header row, and we're only going to select column A being our keyword, remove duplicates. 18 duplicates were removed. So that leaves us with actually 30 keywords here once we remove this space. Lastly, I'm going to remove just a couple that aren't that relevant. Just as an example, over cabinet door organizer. That is a different product. It's not for a pantry door. It's for a cabinet. It's usually a much smaller product. Targeting that is again going to waste ad spend and decrease profits. So I'm going to remove a couple like that. And that leaves us with this final group of 25 keywords here. I've also gone ahead, I've just marked those green, which have the highest sales numbers, over 400. Then in yellow, those over 200. And in orange, those over 100. And the reason I've done that is, yes, we do want to rank on keywords that are easy for us to rank on, but
everybody does that. The thing is with competition is that what if everybody does that? Then we will end up something similar. So it's something that you need to update every time. But if everybody goes through the strategies of this video, even the optimal strategy, you will end up somewhere that all of you are the same. That's something you don't want to be. That you want to stand out.
We also want to end up ranking on keywords that actually drive sales. So green would be more important in that sense alone. And next, what I'm going to do here is highlight the other sales column, and I'm just going to sort the
produce standing days if another company is producing. Either the market share for both of you is healthy and you are making good enough amount of standing desk and you're happy with it. But if you are in a market that already are providing it, don't produce something similar. Go find another market, another product.
These Z2A.
Either your standing desk should have very good qualities that other products, customers say, okay, this is standing desk is far better. It's the same price but higher quality, or I don't know, much cheaper, the same quality, something like that. Or if you are producing same shit, not even same very good thing, right? Standing desk, all of them on Amazon are good. But if you are producing the same thing but no edge, why should you do that? It's exactly like the internship and job application. If I am exactly like the person next to me who does coding and I have no edge, they can easily replace me. I don't want that.
So that we have them in order of sales per month in terms of the other sales not made by the top 3. The other sales that we're looking to take up as we begin to rank the product. And a duplicate sheet I'm quickly going to make is to actually auto convert, still being able to what you're going to look to revving a knot and cast like a decent consideration set. And that's what you're looking for. Let's look at another. Door organizers and storage, and we do the same here. You can see this is very different. Even though it sounds related, this is quite different. We've got those used very much for wardrobes, closets. I'm not sure a customer's going to stay here. We see some, but definitely not over 70%. See, this is very different. So what a customer is usually going to do here is they're going to come back and they're going to refine that term because they want to see the best consideration set, because that ensures they make the right decision. They don't want to be in a kind of semi-warm market and make the decision there and miss out on a better price or a better product. And so you just want to do this process, ensure it's relevant, and mark those keywords. Now what I'm going to do is just separate those quickly so you can see them here. Green, most relevant. Yellow, second most. Red, not that relevant. Do not run PPC for these. We are going to include all of these on the listing. This is the list for the listing, by the way. So our very best ones at the top here we would include in the title, then bullets and so on. And I'll link a video at the very end on that process. And we are going to include the red ones on our listing, but we're not going to run PPC for these red ones here. And after thinking about it,
like my research, because all of these competitors, what happened? Like, you have a process. It's like a curve of equilibriums. Like, competitors are here because you have multiple players and they are competing against each other. That's what makes it interesting, because okay, if we are here, each competitor can say, I take this action, right? And I get better, but all of them will do that. And because all of them are doing the good thing ends up being nothing. And they will take the same market share. It is super interesting. If there was one player in an environment that was unknown to them, that would be interesting, right? He explored the environment, and then once he found a good action, he would exploit it. But now that we have multiple agents, well, the environment is still random. You want to explore, but even once you find an action that is good, if you exploit it, other people will exploit too, and it ends up not good. So let me write it down. It's really an interesting question in learning.
probably wouldn't even run PPC for the yellow ones here. They're relevant, but maybe not relevant enough. I'm going to focus very strongly on our top 12 keywords here. I'm going to add them to a sheet for PPC. These are the keywords that we're going to actually include in our campaigns. Now, the top 9 shown here are the most important. Then I would also run these 3, so a total of 12. But the reason these are just separated here is because they are lower in terms of sales. So they're worth targeting targeting, but just keep in mind they're not going to be your bread and butter keywords bringing you sales once you are ranking there. But that provides us our final list. We have 12 keywords here. You can again see the averages, so importantly conversion percentage, over 25% average conversion rate on these. Total sales made after customers type in these 12 keywords each month is just under 8,000 sales. The other sales, so how many of those go to the sellers not in the top 3 positions, is just under 4,000, and that represented as a percentage on average is 47%. So about half the sales go to the sellers lower down on page 1. The search volume in total, so combining all of these 12, is 43,400, which actually matches the search volume of a single big volume keyword that we could have targeted. Then what I did, just a really quick rough extra, average sales per competitor for these 12 terms, excluding the top 3 sellers on those pages. You can see here, this is very rough, but about 400 sales a month. Lastly, because I know some of you love search volume, is a search volume column. So I've just added this in here for each keyword. You can see here, not very high search volumes, but also not very low. But we don't have our kind of 40,000, 100,000 search volume here. Then what I did is just externally, just separate, I went and found an 8-day sales to rank on page 1. So how many sales do we need to make over 8 days to rank in the top half of page 1 on each of these keywords?
So
and you can see those numbers here.
Platform, actually, in a sense, that's what makes platform be able to sell these PPCs over the time. Their organic ranking doesn't make sense unless your quality is high and you naturally go up. But these strategies, once you do them, your rivals can do them too, so it's not worth. Well, you should do them for sure. If you don't do them, your rivals will have an edge. So you have to do them. As a firm, it is just your task to do that, to come up with these strategies, but nothing beats. And that's why all of these firms, like I showed Amazon, all of them are buying ads and sponsorship. So it's by the way, I don't want in my model and thesis just study all of them. Let's focus and limit our attention to one of them, and then we may say, okay, there are other aspects, we can work on them too.
An average of 20.
They are all interesting questions, but they have to be studied one at a time. We don't want to solve every problem. Yeah, write 2 papers. Even if you solve these problems, they are not the solution. They are
29 sales over 8 days. That equates to 3.6 sales per day, which is really achievable. And this, I think, shows that these are the keywords that are going to provide you the best opportunity to rank on them and the most efficient ad spend while doing so. And to drive this point home, I made a quick comparison for you.
Why subscribe?
Let me show you how we do stuff around here. Actually, my department uses Monday.com, so I'm good. Work.
You can see at the top the top 3 keywords in our list of everything we just went through. These are what we would target. And then at the bottom here, you can see 3 of the highest search volume keywords for this product. First in yellow here, I want you to focus on this. So hanging spice rack, that keyword, when people type that in, the conversion percentage is 72%, which is staggering. And the total sales made over 30 days is 1,800. The search volume on that is just 3,500. And you just need to make 31 sales over 8 days in order to have the opportunity to rank in the top half of page 1 here. Whereas I want you to look at Pantry Organizer. Very similar sales numbers here over 30 days. 1,700. Actually less. The conversion rate under 10%, just 9.6%. Search volume 45,000. So more than 10x, yet lesser sales. And you need to make 81 sales over 8 days to rank in the top half of page 1. Looking at these as a group of 3 each, the average conversion on our top 3 terms we discovered 42.8%, 43%. The average percentage on the high volume keywords is just 13.2%. Even more staggering here, the average sales you need to make over 8 days to rank in the top half page 1, 30 for our top keywords, 209 for the high volume keywords. Then I've just made that a daily average. So for the keywords we found in this process, 3.7 sales a day. For the keywords that are the highest search volume ones, 26.2 sales per day. That is quite difficult to achieve in the beginning. But considering your 2 primary and linked goals with this, number 1, to find keywords that give you the best chance of organically ranking on them, and 2, to find keywords that convert to actually maintain the organic ranking you establish, reduce wasted ad spend, clicks actually turn into sales, and of course just bring you sales. You now have your 5 to 15 best keywords to focus on. We've got these 21 keywords we would include on the listing, which are going to help us be relevant, so our PPC ads populate and show up. And of course, that gives us relevance for ranking. And then we also have our PPC list, a much more targeted group of actually just 12 keywords that we're going to focus on. But I really appreciate Sellerize's different approach to this focused, targeted approach. So I'm going to drop a link to Sellerize right below in case you want to use this same process for your keywords. That link, by the way, will give you a 14-day